Welcome to the movies, pal. Your friendly neighborhood master of chaos back with you once again. I've got plenty of Red Bull and Jurassic World gummies for us. Well, I've got one. You can have it. Tonight's movie is That's right, we're going totally 80s tonight on Master Chaos Theater. I hope you'll join me. Have you seen RAD? Honestly, this is the first time I've seen RAD. I grew up in the 80s. I loved competition movies back then, Karate Kid, Rocky, you name it. But for some reason, RAD escaped me. Maybe it's because I'm not that interested in bicycles. Let's go to the facts. RAD from 1986 is directed by Hal Needham and stars Ray Walston, who everyone knows as My Favorite Martian, and Lori Loughlin, who everyone knows as Aunt Becky from Full House. Also, it stars a ton of bicycles. The town of Cochrane is about to host the ultimate, dare I say, the raddest bicycle event. Well, I shouldn't call it bicycle, I should call it BMX event, because it makes it more, serious, or like, legit? Let's go with that. Makes it more legit. Anyway, the creator of Helltrack has come to the town to sort of explain the event to the townspeople.
Well, a race such as Helltrack has never even been attempted in BMX history. But you put up $100,000 in a new Corvette, you're going to have all the top factory riders right here.
Think about it. TV cameras in every corner of the town, showing on network television. The spirit of Cochrane. And, of course, my bicycles.
Excuse me. Not to put a damper on the spirit of things, but I wonder how our kids are going to feel when hundreds of outside youngsters take over their town and they're not allowed to race in their own backyard.
See, most of our factory riders are professionals. In that matter, you don't have to worry at all. They're respectful and fair. As far as the local youth are concerned, well, we'll see that that's taken care of. We will hold a qualifying race. And I will put up $10,000 for any local youth who can qualify and run in Helltrack, regardless of whether or not he wins Helltrack.
Our main character, Crew, and his crew love BMX biking. As a matter of fact, that's what they do every day, and they're ridiculously good at it. I mean, there's one sequence where Crew, by the way, spelled C-R-U, as in cruising, is being chased by a motorcycle cop, and he does these Jackie Chan level stunts on some logs that I swear could not have been real, because I doubt even anybody that skilled would have fallen through the logs. It's insane. I'm sure they hit a ramp. Beside the point. Crew is really good at bikes, and he wants to compete in Helltrack. His mom doesn't want him to, but, well, what can you do? When you have a love of bicycles, you gotta follow your passion.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
All right.
So Helltrack is sort of a big factory event, which means all the big BMX racers will come to Cochrane to compete. One of the racers is a lovely young lady named Christian, played by Lori Loughlin, who looks wonderful here, but unfortunately recently she's fallen on some hard times. Christian and our buddy Crew have a sort of meet cute at the local dance where they do a BMX ballet kind of thing. Well, let me just show you. if you're still with the picture after that sequence, then I think you're going to enjoy yourself. What we have here is basically Karate Kid with bicycles. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just not a groundbreaking thing. But, you know, it's the 80s, and this is kind of the type of movie that they were making. Almost immediately, Crew and Christian start dating, and Crew wonders during their really cheesy date where they slide on some kind of abandoned water slide. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to show you that part, but if you watch the movie, you'll know what I mean. Anyway, during their date, he wonders whether he should take his SAT test or compete in the qualifiers.
Where are you going to college? I guess you are, huh?
Yeah. How about you?
Well, I plan to, but qualifying is the same day that my SATs are on.
So?
And maybe it's a mistake to give up college to try to qualify. Besides, those pros are awesome.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they've had lots of training, they've had lots of experience, but you know, there's something about the way you ride, so natural. I just think it's incredible.
Really?
It took me 6 months to learn to airwalk. It took you 1 afternoon. And besides, you don't have to give up college. My sister took 6 months off and then she went back to school. It didn't hurt her.
Hey, if I try to qualify, will you be there?
Crew competes, obviously, or else there wouldn't be a movie. And guess what? Of course, our big bad, the guy who runs the Hell Track event, doesn't want some local yokel to win Hell Track, so he does everything he can to get in his way.
You and you. All you have to do is take out that kid.
Ben? Gotcha.
Then all you have to do is win.
Eventually, our boy Crew does get to Hell Track, which is what we expected, but he is a little nervous.
I believe in you. Don't you believe in yourself?
Yeah.
Well, what are you waiting for? Look at him.
Getting some much-needed mouth time with the lovely Lori Loughlin, Crew now has the courage to face the Hell Track. And by the way, the Hell Track, it's not that impressive. Let me show you a little bit of it.
Every rider focusing on this three-story drop. Getting set. There's the gun. Has taken an unexpected lead over Mark Taylor. Taylor's teammates, the Reynolds twins, are third and fourth.
That's as far as I'm going to go. I'm not going to ruin the ending of the movie for you. I think you can assume how the film ends. If you know 80s movies, like I said, this is Karate Kid with bicycles. And it's, for the most part, not a bad movie. At first, I was kind of put off by how cheesy it was, and a lot of the actors are not professional actors, and you can tell by just the way they deliver lines and just certain things. And I'm sure Crew, who does most, I think, all of the bicycle stunts himself, is probably a professional BMX bandit or bicycle boy, or whatever they call themselves. And he was probably cast because he could do the stunts. And, you know, he's not bad. He's not bad, but you can tell he's not, this is his first gig. Lori's fine, you know, she plays the cool chick. She's fine, you know, pretty eye candy, and she's Not good with a bicycle because you can tell they obviously use a stand-in in a couple scenes. It's almost too obvious. The wig color's off. Watch the movie, you know what I mean. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. Initially, I was going to rate it pretty low because I had no interest in bikes, but honestly, I love 80s competition movies, and the movie won me over because I just had fun with it. It's a fun movie. It's one of those things where you just don't really need to think that much. It doesn't stress your brain. It just offers you a fun ride, a hero's journey. We all love hero's journeys. That's why we love movies. Essentially, I loved it. It was a fun time. It was a great watch. But I'm rating it 3 out of 5 only because there's a sort of an amateur level, and there's no, for me anyway, a rewatchability. What do you guys think of RAD? Have you watched it? Do you love it? Would you recommend it? Did you buy, or were you able to buy the Vinegar Syndrome Super Blu-ray release that sold out in like a day? Oh man, I'm so sorry. Well, that's it for Master Chaos Theater. I hope you enjoyed tonight's presentation. I am very happy to have you here. I appreciate your time, my friend, and I appreciate you sharing that time with me. I hope this review and this video has found you happy, healthy, and well. And until we meet again, I wish you the most pleasantest of good nights, wherever you are.